So I've had 13 days of payout since then, and you can see here my total earnings so far, $1,054 in 13 days. So I am very impressed with that. I want to also show you, I had a couple people ask to see more in detail my transactions. Now, I never said this before, but I also wanted you to know, I did literally all of this, the setup, the you know, buying Bitcoin from my bank account, getting verified on Gemini.com. I did all of that through my phone. I was not doing it in front of a computer whatsoever. I have an iPhone. I did it all through my iPhone. It was safe. It was secure. It was fast. It was user friendly. Um, Everything was set up through my phone. The only thing I use my computer for are these videos, and this is literally 5 or 10 minutes every day or two. So everything was done through my phone, super easy. My initial investment was $1,420. Saw the immediate payout, which was 24 hours later, and then I put in another larger deposit, almost $6,000, on the 19th. And saw payouts from there. So you can see, $22, $92, $20. I'm going to bore you to death here. On the 21st, $77. On the 22nd, $91. I mean, there's a lot of littler ones in the middle of all these, but also, so this is all interest. Only thing that shows on here is interest being paid. And that is the only thing that shows. So down here, you will see this number, total volume, level bonus. What this is referring to is my referral commissions. So I'm not really focused on this. This is icing on the cake. So how do you make a six-figure income only by starting with $2,000? Now, this $2,000 doesn't mean you have to do it right away. You could build up to that. But once you have $2,000 in your investments, and you could start with $100, you could start with $200. But if you start reinvesting as often as you can, the minimum reinvestment is $20. I may not have mentioned that before, but it is $20. So if you only start with $100, whoops, let me give you an example of how that looks. And I'm only using 8%. So 8%, each one of these is just assuming an 8% investment average. Start at $200 is going to be even quicker. But once you get that $2,000 in there, all this is you're going to be making roughly about 16 bucks a day on average, where you can almost invest every day or every other day. At the end of your first month, you're going to be pulling 20 bucks a day. Now you can indefinitely invest every single day. So, and this is really where it comes down to. If you want to have a life-changing investment strategy, this is it right here. Because at the end of, and I know I've done this before in other videos, but I want to try to re-emphasize this, because this is, I know I already said it, but this really can be life-changing for you. At the end of 2 months, you're making $25 a day. The end of 6 months, if you continue to reinvest over and over, you're making $66 a day. That's pretty close to where I'm at right now, kind of in this ballpark. But you've seen the interest rates have been really good lately. Really, they're averaging closer to 1%. Plus, you get the 0.1 or 0.2 add-on interest just by investing a certain amount. So now you won't get that if all you do is reinvest. But if you put in a lump sum of over $1,000 or a lump sum of over $5,000, you'll get that extra 0.1 or 0.2% on every single day. So when I look at this, it blows my mind. I start daydreaming of what I would do with this much money just in my bank account, above and beyond what I make at my current job. I don't know why my table stops there, but anyway, so you're making $256 a day here,